We are doing such a fun Valentine's Day look. This is going to be one of our first, and this is called Roses and Chocolate, or Rose and Chocolate. And it has all the beautiful tones, pinkish tones of a rose, and then a little tiny bit of chocolate color thrown in there. So I hope you enjoy this. Watch the demo. It uses Blossom, one of my favorite whitish matte pink pigments. Then we also have Rose Gold, which you can just tell by how it sounds. It's super popular. It's beautiful. Then we have Sunlit Rose, which is like a purplish pinkish color. And then we also have a deep brown espresso. So any shades that you have that compare to those, this is what you're going to want to do to make this look. So we are actually going to start with our big brush here. So anything that you have like this, it's a nice big blending brush. Then we also have a brush that's a little bit more firm, an all over brush to get your pigment really good on your lid. Then we have an angled brush that we're gonna use up under our brow and in this dip right here. And then we have a little pointy guy that we're gonna smudge with. So those are the 4 brushes I'm using. I'm gonna actually start right in with the crease brush and the Blossom color, which is this nice white pinkish color. I have 2 of them because I love it. This is gonna go right here up underneath your brow on both sides. As you can already see, it kind of just pops your eye right on out of there. You're going to bring that all the way down into this dip right here. So you're making your eye very white at the moment is what we're doing. So we're really gonna get that on there so that we can pop out those other colors. And then I am just re-dipping and I'm actually pulling it down to my whole entire eyelid. So my whole eye is nice and bright and white. And it doesn't matter how you get it on there application wise, just get it on there and make sure your lid is covered. So that is going to be your step number 1. Just got to check in my mirror here. You are also welcome to take your big brush and just kind of buff it and blend it out just to make sure that you got all of those areas cleared. Make sure if you had dark on this that you cleaned that off prior to application. Okay, so now that my eye is nice and white, we're gonna go to this all over brush. We're gonna dip right into the Sunlit Rose. This is that pinkish, purplish color. You can see it on there. And we are going to go up right here a little bit above our eyelid, almost in that crease. So if you're not sure where that is, it's right here where it dips. If you have deep set eyes, you are not going to see this color when you open. So you're actually gonna open your eye, dot to apply, and then close your eye and go back in. I apologize for how my brushes are beat up. These are my own, and so I don't care. So I'm getting this all over there on my lid. I'm kind of going in like an upward shape because that way we're not gonna have any drooping to pull our eye down. So you're gonna go ahead and do your other one. So kind of right above your lid is where you want to go. This is a really pretty, soft, shimmery Valentine tone. And again, this is the Sunlit Rose. So this one has a little bit of purple. A little purple on it. Now I am not going on my lid. It's kind of just falling there as I apply, and that's okay because we're gonna go back down there anyway. So once your color is on, so when you turn, it should kind of go down, like almost like your eyebrow. So we are going down on this, which is a little bit different than what I normally talk about. I'm going back to the BFF and I'm actually gonna blend this as I go. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap to get those lines out of there. And I am gonna just tap all the way down to my lid just so everything is nice and soft. Okay. Once I am done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Rose Gold, which is the lighter. So this is your Sunlit Rose right here, and this is the Rose Gold right here. So it's a little bit lighter. I'm actually taking my crease brush again. I'm dipping it in the white again, and then the Rose Gold with it. So I'm kind of layering it up. and I'm tapping right here on my lid. So it's just popping that a little bit more with the shimmer in a lighter tone. I got more in that one so you can see it a little bit better. So it's kind of like a graduation. So it's kind of gonna go up into that purple. I'm gonna go back, tap it out. So instead of starting with the darker like I usually do, I'm starting with the lighter because this is what I want my overall look to be. And then we're just gonna smoke it out a tiny bit at the end with the espresso. Okay, that is pretty much what I'm doing. So you just want a really soft, pretty look. If you're scared of color, this is great for you. I am now gonna go into that all over brush again. So I'm gonna clean that off because it had the Sunlight Rose on it. So either grab a new brush or clean it off. I'm gonna dip into the espresso. So this is a nice, deep, dark chocolatey brown right here. I am going to stay at my lash line. So I am just going to apply right here at my lash line in little tapping motions. So when I open my eye, I now have an appearance of a little bit of a smoky eye look, but you can't really see it unless my eye is shut. So this is a really good way to give you guys an up for a nighttime look out. If you have this on during the day and then you want to amp it up, you can put this in the corners of your eye. It's so fun, and it changes everything. So I'm gonna now close and use that BFF brush to soften that out. So look at the difference that that made, and it's a very subtle, but it's so pretty. So if you're scared of dark colors, this is a great way to kind of implement and work them in. And I'm kind of just tapping it over. So again, all my colors are mixing. So I just have a little bit, and yes, I'm getting old, so I have these eye folds now that I never had before. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take my waterproof brown liner, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit on the underneath corner here, so you can see the difference that that just made. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a little bit on my upward corner here, just right where I did that dark. And that's it, just to kind of like merge that all together. Then I'm gonna take that little smudger guy, and I'm gonna go over the top of that liner. You always wanna set your liners, even if they're waterproof, with a shadow. So I'm just kind of softening that up. Sorry if I look down into my mirror. Super simple, super pretty, super easy, okay? Anybody can wear it, anybody can do it. I love it. And then what we're gonna do to finish off, just double check yourself if you need to blend anymore. You definitely can. So sometimes when I'm done, I do like to take it's not in your palette, but if you have the crystalline, it's our white shimmery guy right here. I do like to take that and dip a little bit in this part because I just like to have that illuminated because I'm older. So I just like to do a little tiny dip. This is a really popular color I feel like that we use a lot. So I kind of just like to put this on as a little finisher. So if you have that, you can definitely do that. You do not have to. All right, and then you're gonna finish off with your mascara, whatever kind that you choose to use. I switch a lot. I like a lot of mascaras. I do have stubby little eyes, so I feel like it depends on my eye look, because sometimes if I'm not wearing much eye makeup, my eyelashes will actually look longer. If I'm doing a super smoky eye, not so much. So it kind of just depends on what mascara I choose. I was not blessed with the nice, luscious, long lashes, that's for sure. So that is your look. So that is Love Letters. So it's a very soft, pretty pastel-y color if you want to just smoke it out on the edges with your espresso. So that is what you have. That is 4 shades. You can get it in a little perfect, the petite palette if you want, or you can always do the bigger palettes and fill them in as you want as you get more colors. So there's more to come, or you can have a big palette like this. But really any tones that you can kind of match to those, you can achieve the same look. So that is what I have for you today, and we'll be back.